what's going on, guys? It's JMass, and I'm back again with another dope New England adventure. And I gotta say, guys, I am wicked hyped for today's exploration because I'm currently on an island right now. I'm actually on an island in the middle of the Casco Bay here in the state of Maine, more specifically within the city of Portland, Maine, the largest city in the state of Maine. Now, the Portland Harbor here in the Casco Bay has many, many islands. I've actually filmed one of them before. It was Peaks Island back in 2022. So this is the second island in the Casco Bay that I've actually filmed a video at on the JMass YouTube channel, and I'm excited for this one. Now, I'm currently on Hog Island Ledge. This is the island I'm currently on, and the thing that drew me to this specific island was, of course, an abandoned fort. This right here is Fort Gorges. It's an abandoned fort that first began construction in 1858 and was completed in 1865 by the end of the American Civil War. Now, the interesting thing is it wasn't really used much militarily because as soon as it was completed in 1865, modern advances in explosives actually rendered it completely useless. By the Spanish-American War in 1898, pretty much all of the mounted guns were scrapped and removed, and it was basically used as a storage facility, especially around the time of World War II. The US military used it to store submarine cables and lines. It was after the war in 1946 when the military basically declared it surplus, and by 1960, the city of Portland took control of it. And today it's basically open to the public. The only way to get here, though, is by boat. There's no ferry service. You can only get here by your own boat. So to get here, I actually kayaked from South Portland. It was Bug Light Park, kayaked all the way from South Portland to Hog Island Ledge to check out Fort Gorges. But it is open to the public. Anyone can come here, and I'm really excited to see what this has to offer because honestly, it's been quite a while since I've explored an abandoned fort, and I really love them. So we're gonna get started and check out Fort Gorges here in the city of Portland, Maine, on Hog Island Ledge. And by the way, I am joined by someone who you're gonna see in a moment. Once again, guys, I am joined by Tom at GoXplr. We've actually collabed twice on this channel. This actually marks the third collaboration we've done. So today we're going to be exploring Fort Gorges here in Portland, Maine together. What do you think? What are your thoughts so far?
I mean, I'm super excited to be here. It looks like an untouched fort, you know, no graffiti, no nothing. We went to Dutch Island a few months ago, and that was a similar type feel that we didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into, and pretty pristine. So I'm excited to check it out, and don't know what to expect.
I'm really hyped too. We've been playing this for a while now. We've both always wanted to come to Fort Gorges. I'm really excited for that. But before we get started, I do just want to say, check out GoXplr. He has many sources of media, Instagram, YouTube. So definitely check out GoXplr. It's a phenomenal resource for urban exploring and traveling throughout New England. I use it quite a bit myself. So thank you, Tom, for being here.
Yeah, you got it.
And as always, guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm always doing stuff like this. Or you can follow me on Instagram at JMassOfficial. That's at JMassOfficial. We're just gonna get started. Check out Fort Gorges here on Hog Island Ledge in the Casco Bay in the city of Portland, Maine. Let's get started.
Let's go.
All right, guys, so we're gonna get started and check out Fort Gorges here in the Casco Bay in the city of Portland, Maine. And already you can see this thing is pretty massive. This is actually made out of granite blocks, which is kind of cool. So this whole thing is made out of pure granite. Now, another interesting thing that we actually just stumbled across is they have a very old rusty sign. Check this thing out. I don't know if you can even read it, but it says Fort Gorges 1858, which I did mention at the start of the video. That's when construction began. So this wasn't complete until 1865, but construction began in 1858.
Can you take a shot if you touch that?
I think. Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna lose a limb if you touch that thing.
Yeah. Old school.
But this right here is the entrance to Fort Gorges. You can see it says enter at your own risk. That's kind of cool. Fort Gorges, named in honor of Sir Ferdinando Gorges, proprietor of the Province of Maine.
Huh.
That's cool, actually.
Super old.
Also, interesting fact, I'm sure a lot of you New Englanders probably know, but Maine actually used to be part of Massachusetts. You probably knew that, right?
Yeah, well, from your videos, actually. I did not know that before.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
I believe at that time, or maybe a little bit after, but around that time period, Maine was part of Massachusetts, which is kind of cool.
Jeez.
It really didn't become a state of its own until the 1800s.
Crazy, yeah.
But yeah, this is really cool. I'm really hyped to start exploring Fort Gorges. Also got a lot of abandoned lobster traps laying around too. Check that out.
Somehow this is free. I don't know how that got there.
Oh yeah, that's strange.
We don't have to use any crazy means to get in.
Yeah.
We got a boardwalk and
Pretty simple bridge right there.
I've heard there's some, well-built bridges inside too.
Yeah.
So Luckily, they make it pretty accessible considering.
Yeah, very easy to enter. And I do want to kind of harp on, this is public, by the way. Anyone can come here. Anyone can explore. So no worries coming here. You just need your own boat. We actually kayaked here. Pretty short kayak ride, honestly, maybe 40 minutes.
No, not bad at all. Yeah.
But yeah, let's get started. Fort Gorges.
Cool.
Okay, so this is the entranceway heading into Fort Gorges. And you can see it is completely open to access. Really cool. I wasn't sure going in what the accessibility would be like, but they got it fully open for all visitors.
Crazy.
Damn, look at this. This is the central courtyard of Fort Gorges.
Apocalyptic.
Yeah, it kind of is actually. Yeah, what are your first thoughts so far?
I've always wanted to be in a structure like this.
Yeah.
You know, something that's overgrown and kind of just, you know, been left to the elements. Cause,
absolutely.
You know, it's like Fort Rodman in New Bedford, and that one's pretty pristine. And so
Yep.
this is kind of cool to just see it open to the public and being reclaimed by nature. My God.
I do like that. I kind of like it when they have these abandoned forts open to the public, you know, accessible. Anyone can explore them. I think that's a really nice way to preserve these pieces of history, you know, rather than just letting them rot, restricting access. All right, let's take a look at this. This might have some really interesting information, and feel free to pause the video if you want. So it looks like this is an overview of Fort Gorges. Again, 1858, that's when construction began. So this is some sort of blueprint right here. So we're actually right in the middle. So we came in this way through the Sally Port. We walked through the Sally Port. We're currently in the Foundation of Mine store, or where the Foundation of Mine storehouse once was. I think the actual terminology for this courtyard area is called the parade ground right here. This is probably the parade ground. And then they have all the gun casemates, the officers' apartments, storerooms. That was actually these right here.
Oh, God.
So that's kind of cool. Yeah, you can see they got a blueprint right here. It kind of goes over the layout.
Yeah, God, and lots of guns, my God.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
The other thing too, if you guys are interested, they have some of the guns that were used here. I'll obviously include below as we walk around, but these are some of the guns that were stationed here at Fort Gorges. This is really cool and honestly a little overwhelming. There's a lot to see here.
We'll definitely be getting our steps in today.
Oh, absolutely. So I think I'm just gonna kind of wander around and show you guys just as much as we can see. I do see a lot of entrances. Oh, the other thing I want to mention too, there's so many birds everywhere. This is, I feel like, almost a bit of a wildlife sanctuary just because so few people come here.
I'd say so, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we were seeing not just like regular seagulls. We saw some huge...
Yeah, like falcons.
Falcons or something. Hawks,
weird,
I don't know.
Some weird predatory bird.
Yeah, crazy. I just couldn't get over the overgrown, like...
Oh, I know.
The whole roof, just vegetation.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Super cool.
I like that right there, the best.
Oh, yeah, look at that, guys.
Huge vine or whatever.
Got a lot of vines growing off. It is early June as we film this, so definitely a little overgrown here.
Good point. And hopefully no ticks. I mean, I don't know what they'd be killing out here, but
that's the top concern. Got to check our legs periodically.
I know, yeah. It's not Christoph Pig Farm or whatever.
Oh my God, yeah.
The worst place to explore.
But yeah, let's get started.
Cool.
All right, we're gonna walk into this first little room right here. I don't know exactly what this room was, but I believe on that map it said it was some sort of, it was either officers' rooms, or maybe like I saw it mention a bakery, probably some storehouses. So we're gonna peek in here. Definitely a little dark in here. And I do see a lot of brickwork, which is interesting because, as I said, mostly made of granite on the exterior. But you see a lot of brickwork in here. Some concrete, yeah.
And definitely a bit choppier than I thought. I thought it'd be pretty, pristine, but they definitely...
Yeah, it's definitely a little rough in here.
Yeah, not the easiest place to explore, I guess.
For sure. But this is really cool. I'm really digging this so far. You got a old fireplace right here. Really cool. This is a peek out into the other room. Yeah, super cool.
Crazy. Definitely probably one of the biggest abandoned locations I've ever explored. I mean, I know you've done warehouses and other things, but...
No, don't get me wrong. This place is pretty huge. I think of all the abandoned forts I've explored, this actually might be the biggest.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I think most like gun batteries and things.
Yeah.
Just have, 2 of these rooms.
Exactly. Most of the batteries aren't too big, but...
No, this is huge. Big, metal beams and everything else.
Oh, it's crazy, yeah. Oh, yeah, up there.
Just crazy. Oh, God.
Super cool.
Little graffiti, I guess, in the walls.
Oh, yeah.
I was hoping not to see much, but...
Well, I will say, and one thing that's really interesting about Fort Gorges compared to other abandoned forts I've been to is that Not a lot of graffiti here, not a lot of vandalism.
No.
I mean, you know Fort Wetherell, like that's, that place is like a painting at this point.
Yeah,
but,
every single inch, yeah.
But I do kind of like this place. I mean, you got some like etchings almost.
Yeah.
But I don't see any like spray paint or anything, which is kind of nice.
Which is awesome.
So I'm gonna wander around a bit and I'm just gonna reiterate some of the history really quick for you guys. So as I mentioned, Fort Gorges began in 1858. It wasn't until 1865, by the end of the Civil War, when construction completed. But again, by 1865, there had been so many advancements in modern explosives at the time that it basically rendered Fort Gorges obsolete. So it's kind of funny that by the time this completed, the war had already ended, and explosives were so powerful that this was basically a useless fort. And by the time of the American-Spanish War in 1898, all of the mounted guns here were essentially removed and scrapped. And I believe there was only one major weapon that was left behind, which, if I'm not mistaken, is still left behind to this day. So I'll save my information on that if we see it. But basically, by the Spanish-American War, all the mounted guns were scrapped. And it was essentially an empty, arguably useless fort.
Crazy.
Pretty cool in here.
Yeah, take it all in.
Yeah, I love it. I know, as you said, it's a little rustic in here, to be honest.
Yeah, crazy kind of floor. I mean, I don't really know what that's all about. I mean, it's, a ceiling.
Oh, you should check this out, by the way. There's like a ton of etchings here. It's like weird. Almost looks like petroglyphs, kind of.
Yeah, crazy. I don't get how that would have been done, but I mean, would you really bring like
it's weird.
I don't know.
And you can see, like, these are old. Like, for example, this one right here is from 1995.
Crazy. Yeah. Why?
That one's from 1980.
Yeah. I don't get it.
It's weird. These are old etchings.
Very weird. Very weird. Yeah.
We're heading back out into the open again. Gonna check out some more of these little entrances. I think there might be, oh yeah, there's another one right down there. You can also see some of the grass is pretty overgrown here, so wading through a bit of tall grass. As Tom mentioned, hopefully no ticks.
There was a James Bond movie where they had like them go to like some abandoned island.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which one it is, but this is giving me like very similar vibes. I think it was like wiped out by like some disease and it was some evil person's headquarters, but
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah,
that's
you gotta
funny.
check it out. Yeah,
I'll have to look that up. I'll include below what movie that is. I'll find out later.
On me.
So to kind of continue, you know, my historical analysis. So following the Spanish-American War, this sort of became a, I would almost say like a storage facility for the military for a while. They didn't really use it actively in wars. I couldn't find any history about what happened with this place during World War I. But it was during World War II, another pigeon. It was during World War II when this place was primarily used as a storage facility for submarine cables and lines. But by 1946, it was declared surplus and effectively abandoned. And in 1960, the city of Portland, Maine officially acquired it. And basically ever since 1960, this thing has been open to the public, publicly accessible. Again, only accessible though by people with private boats. There's no ferry service that comes here. You need your own boat. So Tom and I kayaked over here. But yeah, that's about the history of Fort Gorges. Pretty interesting stuff. And there's so many of these etchings. This is weird. This is some of the strangest graffiti I've ever seen. Obviously, if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know that some of the places I explore are covered in like, you know, crude drawings and writing. This is strange. I've never seen anything like this. These are like, I was saying, they kind of remind me of petroglyphs.
Yeah, 100%.
Like
I mean, it's a weird material.
Yeah.
I would think this would take a lot of work, but it is pretty, I don't know. You can definitely move it. So yeah. I think, oh God, you could probably just use the damn brick and
that might be.
I'm not gonna graffiti it, but you probably could.
That might be what they used, actually.
You know, come to think of it, because I don't know who's coming out here with a damn.
I know. Yeah, that's bizarre.
Chipper, but this is pretty cool up here. You can see into the second floor.
I'll have to check that out.
So some pretty serious decay, I guess.
Yeah, as you guys could probably tell from the exterior shots, there is a second floor, which I think right now we're gonna just do the first floor. We'll get to the second one next. But there are 2 levels, which is pretty cool. And do you think there's a basement level anywhere?
I wonder.
I'd be interested.
I'd be interested too.
Yeah.
And it's always interesting to have like their exact replicas.
Yeah.
Rooms. You know, this is exactly what we just saw.
Yeah, very similar. Very similar.
Just different conditions.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the more recent collaborations that Tom and I did was actually Odiorn Point State Park in Rye, New Hampshire. What was the name of the battery? Battery Seaman?
Yeah.
And I remember when we visited that, there's like two major sections and they're both exactly identical to each other in terms of architecture and design, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, pretty cool. Another little interior section. You got another abandoned chimney right there, although actually someone did spray paint here. A little fire. But very cool. This is super dope to check out. I'm really liking my time here at Fort Gorges so far. As I mentioned, it's been a minute since I've been inside an abandoned fort. Already digging it. All right, so we're back inside again. This is a different portion. I believe these were the casemate sections. Let's actually peer over here really quick. One thing I've also noticed, I'm sure you've noticed too, is there's a lot of like moss damage on the granite. Like check this out right here. You can see a lot of moss damage.
For sure.
Because I think a lot of moisture gets retained in here.
And then I never understand, what is that? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know actually. I've noticed it too, yeah, I have no clue. If anyone knows, let me know. I don't know if that's just like calcium deposits. My guess is probably calcium deposits from like water seeping in, but.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like, in caves, they have like stalagmites and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It might be like calcium buildup.
It could be a similar thing.
Something like that.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder if there is any, I guess we're talking with the echo, but maybe you can hear it on the video, but I wonder if they do much work to this place.
Maybe, yeah.
Do they
maybe it's like a restoration or something.
Do they like power wash it ever? It's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, not too bad.
So, I don't know.
This is weird. This part is actually blocked. Is it blocked off actually? Yeah. So this is the only portion so far that's been locked.
Could be your legendary basement.
Yeah. Oh, true actually. Although not too much going on there. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Not too much going on in here, honestly, but yeah, this is blocked off for some reason. So as we walk through, one thing I want to actually mention, pretty interesting fun fact. A lot of you guys might know Fort Sumter, located in Charleston, South Carolina. That was actually where the American Civil War began, in Fort Sumter. Super iconic and important American fort. Apparently Fort Gorges is actually very similar in size and design and construction of Fort Sumter. They're like nearly identical, which is kind of cool. The only difference is that Fort Sumter is built of brick, whereas Fort Gorges is primarily granite. Kind of cool. But this is cool. I love walking through these types of forts, with like the archways. Got the nice brick arch roof. Then you got these granite archways. And of course, my voice is echoing, so I'm gonna have to say something. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's JMass. I love doing that. This is cool. I love like walking through old forts and you get to see them just going down in a row like that, the arches. It's like sort of an optical illusion. So if I'm not mistaken, these little windows that peer out into the harbor were actually where the guns were mounted. Very certain of that. So right now we are peering out into the Casco Bay, the Portland Harbor. Now, if you've seen my Peaks Island video, you probably know that the Portland Harbor has so many different military defenses scattered around them. Fort Gorges is one of them, but there's also Battery Steel on Peaks Island. I believe Fort Scannell is one of them. So there's a lot of different forts, military fortifications scattered throughout the Casco Bay to protect the city of Portland and nearby cities, because Portland is a super important seaport, especially back in the day. And to protect the harbor, you had these little windows for guns to be mounted. And there we are, peering right out into the waters. That's really cool. And of course, I will include below what kind of guns were utilized here. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh man, yes. I like these little details too.
They're so
like,
cool.
Whatever that, some are there, some aren't there,
Yeah.
This thing's, just.
Do you know what that is?
I don't know, I wonder. I'm sure we'll get a comment.
Oh, you know what it could be, like maybe for lanterns?
Oh, God, back in the day.
Yeah, because this was prior to electricity.
I know, I think this was made without the modern machinery.
For real.
It's mind-blowing.
No electricity. Yeah, that's crazy.
Just shipping everything over here. Crazy.
Super cool.
I wonder how big the ledge is that we're on. Like how big it was naturally, because.
That's true, yeah, Hog Island Ledge. I don't know how big the island is naturally, because obviously a lot of this island is artificially sized for this fort.
This takes up most of it. Oh gosh, and then this must be some
Yeah,
maybe a swivel or something for the cannons, or who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh? But yeah, just crazy.
But yeah, this is where the gun was mounted, and that's cool. You can definitely see where it once stood.
Yeah, it looks like it's on all of them, which is crazy.
That's really cool.
Oh, maybe a secondary circle as well.
Oh yeah. Actually, you can see several of them. So this was probably the full size of the canyon. Maybe this was the back end. That was the front end.
Jeez.
And then it pointed out into the harbor.
Oh my god.
That's super cool. I didn't notice that.
Just wild. Yeah. It's
awesome.
It's really cool. The symmetry going on here. But
I was saying, it's almost like an optical illusion, sort of like just peering down.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
That's
super awesome.
Yeah, mind blowing for sure.
So Tom and I are just still kind of wandering around the fort right now. And you can see, again, got a lot of these symmetrical archways. It's just a fun place to walk around. It's really beautiful here. And as you're walking, you can peer out into the, I think it was called the parade ground right here, the middle of Fort Gorges.
Beautiful.
That's actually the entranceway where we came from, right over there. And that is the first entrance where we started, near the casemates. So we're making some good progress walking around. But again, this is the first floor of Fort Gorges. Really cool stuff. I'm liking it a lot so far.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Huge
fort. A lot bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
It's funny because, I've come to Portland so many times over the years, and this is a pretty well-known landmark in the Casco Bay. I see this from like so many different angles. You can see it from the city of Portland. You can see it when you're taking ferries out to other islands. And from far away, it doesn't look too big, but once you're actually here, witnessing it in person, it's pretty large.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is a cool one.
Huh.
So here's another gun mount, although again, not sure exactly what gun was sitting here, but it's different from the others.
Yeah.
Huh.
I wonder if they left this for historical purposes or
possibly.
Or what? Because it's the only one that we've seen so far.
One thing I noticed too is there's some markings. There's a J right there, and then there's a B.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if that denotes what kind of weaponry was used here.
Oh,
do you see any? Are there any more?
No, I don't see them.
Maybe it's just graffiti.
Yeah, I am a bit surprised. Yeah, there's no informational plaques around.
Yeah,
but
there was only that one over there.
yeah, just the one kind of old school
What's
one.
this? Little
Gosh,
maze type thing?
funny.
Is this a dead end? Oh no, it's not actually.
Whoa,
Yo, it's so cool, dude.
crazy though.
Yeah, really cool stuff. This is kind of interesting. We found another one of these little iron bar doors, although this one's open and you can see it actually leads to a staircase. So we're gonna probably do that a little later. As I said, we're finishing up the ground level right now. We'll go to the second floor soon, but I believe that leads up to the second floor right above us. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
But this is a much darker section of Fort Gorges. It is very dark in here. Not a lot of sunlight except for these little gun mount windows. Let's actually peer.
Yeah, it's hard to see through.
I know.
It's so sunny out.
Yeah. Another view of Casco Bay. It's pretty cool.
It's beautiful out there.
Yeah, gorgeous day today.
Yeah.
Super cool stuff. Oh, I see a little bit of a puddle up there. One thing I gotta say too, I'm surprised it's actually not that damp in here.
No, yeah.
Well, it's damp, but it's not as like bad as I thought it'd be. I thought there'd be a ton of these like puddles everywhere.
For sure.
It's like not that bad actually.
There's
a pigeon right there. Hey, little guy. Look at him.
Fun name.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of mentioned this earlier, but there are so many birds on Hog Island Ledge. And I think because so few humans really come out here, it's kind of a nice place for them to like roost and settle. So it's almost like a bit of a unintended bird sanctuary. Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, a little echo.
Yeah.
I hope our video will be good with us talking in here.
I will. Oh, I know with the echo. Oh, look at this dude. This is weird. I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue what this is.
What the?
Do you know what this might be?
No idea.
If you guys can't tell, there's like a little bit of an indent in this brick wall, and then there's like a square hole. I have no clue what this could be, and I don't think it's a gun mount. So.
No, it almost seems like an incinerator or something.
Yeah, I was thinking that like maybe a
trash.
Yeah, incinerator, an oven.
Gosh.
That's so weird.
So weird. Now maybe the map has it. I doubt it, but maybe.
It could also potentially be like for threading cables, maybe. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy.
All right, guys, we are really heading into the sticks right now. This is the darkest portion of Fort Gorges. So spooky. Wow, it's actually really dark in here. My flashlight is doing all the heavy lifting right now. Damn. You gotta check this out, dude. Super dark in here. So, oh, actually right up there, that's the second floor. This is a dark room, and there's also like virtually no echo in here either. So it's like dark and quiet. It's kind of creepy. Let's,
All right, cool. Yeah, sorry, coming.
No rush, dude. It's wicked dark in here though, just an FYI.
I didn't realize I had the light on my head.
Yeah.
I definitely need it now, though.
My flashlight is really coming in clutch right now.
Wow. Crazy. Jesus, look at this.
I know, do you see that? There's all these like little holes.
Holy Moses.
What are those? I can't tell.
I don't know. It looks like there used to be beams and probably a floor.
That's what I was thinking. Are those beams? Is that wood?
Gosh.
Oh yeah, it's charred wood. All the wood is like charred at the end.
Wild.
That's so weird. You think there's a fire here maybe?
Oh my God. I can't.
Or was that just to like break them?
Yeah, I can't.
That's weird. Huh, I didn't notice that.
Wow.
It's up here in this room right here. I know. Every time I hear a noise, I'm like, the fuck, and it's just a pigeon. All right, tons of bricks in here. Damn, look at this, so many bricks. It's a pile of bricks, actually. Wow, this is such a weird room. Completely dark in here. Just, this is the brick room. Interesting stuff. Got another second story view right here. It's the door to nowhere. Because if you're gonna drop off that thing if you're walking.
I think we have to watch our steps when we get to the second floor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was not expecting that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Crazy.
What's up here in here? I can't tell if this is a dead end or if it keeps going.
Did you look in here yet? It's pretty
Oh, dude, look at this.
pretty damn dark.
There's like a hole right in the wall. You see that?
Jeez, yeah. Oh yeah, that's not supposed to be there, I don't think.
Yeah, it's weird. It almost looks like carved out.
Gosh. Yeah, it doesn't carved out. I would say it's not I mean, yeah.
Damn, look at this. As you guys can probably tell by my repeated mentioning of this, it is ridiculously dark in here.
Oh my God.
This is huge.
This is gonna be one of the
Wow.
coolest rooms I've ever seen.
Oh, this is super dope. What do you think this room was?
I would have no idea. It almost makes me think that this is like some freaking hidden treasure room, considering
Yeah.
that is not like a real doorway.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling like this might be like a like a pre-refrigeration unit. You know what I mean? Like to keep things cool. Because if you think about how big this is, and we're also like kind of, there's no windows, we're deep not underground, but we're deep in the system now. I think during the summer months, this probably kept like food cool, you know what I mean? I mean, even right now, it's pretty cool, like temperature-wise.
Yeah, crazy. I have to look at this from the outside.
Yeah, this is super cool. Yeah, what do you think?
I think this is insane.
This is
super
dope.
cool.
Yeah.
Is there a door above me? Oh, there is.
There is, yep. There's a second floor door.
Interesting.
Huh. But yeah, this is a massive room. If you guys, it might be hard to tell from the video, but this is a really big room with a curved roof. Interesting. Yeah, my guess is maybe a food storage, a refrigerated food storage, obviously pre-refrigeration days, but...
You get the other side of that hole over here?
Oh yeah, that's what that was.
That's interesting too.
That's what that was.
Gosh.
Huh.
Oh yeah, watch your step.
Yeah, almost tripped. Huh.
Yeah, this is...
That's interesting.
It's like the Clinton train tunnel. It's looking
Yeah,
like...
it kind of reminds me of that, yeah.
Oh,
Or like the Hoosick tunnel.
wow. Yeah,
That's cool.
Super cool.
All right, guys, so now we're gonna be heading up the second floor, and it looks like this is actually the stairwell right here in this little tower section. I'm just gonna peek over here really quick.
Where's the basement floor?
Yeah, I know, right? I wish, dude. It's like a little, not too much in here. Yeah, dead end.
Crazy. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I was hoping there'd be a basement, but so far not seeing signs of one.
I mean, what? Maybe we'll have to create our own.
Yeah, for real, dude.
So funny.
But this right here does lead up to the second floor, which is where Tom and I are gonna be heading next. So let's see what we got going on up here.
Yeah.
So far, pretty cool. These stairs are actually in really good condition, I gotta say.
Really?
I feel like stairs could be hit or miss in abandoned spots, but these are actually quite sturdy.
I forgot your Scott Tower video. Did you go all the way up?
I did, yeah.
Oh God.
That was it was pretty rough, to be honest.
That's the worst stairway I've ever seen.
And I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the smelliest abandoned places I've ever been. Like people were constantly pissing on that thing.
Yeah, definitely not a fun spot.
Oh, that's interesting. Look at this.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Blocked off.
Huh.
Here's another blocked off section of Fort Gorges.
Yeah, I was wondering too, because it did look kind of compromised at the base.
Yeah.
So I was going to say.
Maybe that's why.
Would they watch out? Yeah.
That's really weird.
Huh. I'm thankful for what we can see.
Yeah, luckily we can go over here.
Yeah, cool.
This is kind of cool. So you might remember Tom kind of pointed this out earlier. These little marks of former gun mounts. Check that out. This one is a lot more apparent because you can actually see some of the screws still in place.
Crazy.
The screws and discoloration. That's really cool.
Super cool. Hey, go watch that.
Interesting stuff, yeah. Another view of the Portland Harbor. I'll show you guys that. Actually, right over there, you might be able to see. That's the city of Portland, Maine. The largest city in Maine. And that's primarily what these batteries and forts were protecting, was the city of Maine, the city of Portland.
Crazy.
Super cool stuff.
Yeah. And I wonder where they just scrap all the cannons and stuff, you know, and reuse the steel or iron or
I
whatever
don't,
they're made out of, or?
I don't know where the weapons actually went, but
Yeah.
during the Spanish-American War, they did scrap them all. So
Okay.
all of these gun mounts were scrapped by 1898 when the
Really?
Spanish-American War began. I couldn't discern where exactly the weapons went. However, a lot of the batteries in the Casco Bay area were actually constructed during that time. So I almost wonder if they were just moved over to other forts nearby.
Yeah, interesting. Or it
Yep.
seems like a lot of times, like with
Yeah.
some of the coastal gun batteries, they go to like the arsenals and like
Yeah, exactly.
in like New York, like that
Yep.
water billet or something. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I
but-
know what you mean.
Yeah, but I guess this is so old that who knows?
Yeah, just knowing a lot of the histories of the forts in New England, a lot of them were built during the Spanish-American War. That was actually a period of time where America was really redeveloping its harbor defenses. So my best guess is since Fort Gorges was much older, you know, dating back to the Civil War, they probably moved them to the newer forts. Also, keep in mind, I did mention that Fort Gorges actually became pretty useless and obsolete by the end of the Civil War. So I think it just made more sense for them to move the guns to more modern, better equipped forts. I got another closed area. It's weird, these are like few and far between. Most of the fort is open, but then you have like random spots like this. All right, next up we got these stairs, another section of the fort, because I was kind of surprised by how short the second level was. You know what I mean? I thought the second level would be a lot longer, but it's blocked off.
Yeah.
So hopefully this section isn't too bad. Let me just peek around here. Another dead end. I assume that's where Harry Potter lives, right? Under the stairs.
I was thinking that or a wine cellar.
Yeah, true.
Oh God, the Harry Potter.
Honestly, here's a little bit of JMass lore. Never saw a single Harry Potter movie.
Oh jeez.
Ever.
They gave me nightmares growing up.
Yeah. I know they were big when we were kids, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I just never got into it.
I think that J.K. Rowling was making some comments recently that got her
Yeah,
a little in trouble, but I don't know what that's
Not the biggest fan of her.
Yeah. Fun day.
All right, so we are back on the second floor. Oh, actually, that's funny. This is the other side of what we couldn't access.
Oh, so they're doing gated off here as well.
That's weird,
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of interesting considering, I mean,
Oh wait, no, because we were on that side over there, so apparently this middle section's gated. So they don't want people accessing the middle section.
Yeah, so strange.
That's weird.
Now look at that stairway.
Yeah, another stairway here. This one, as you guys can probably assume, goes up above the fort.
I always find it unique how, like, even in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Maine, like all the old gun batteries or forts,
Yeah.
they all use the exact same
I was
railings.
thinking that too.
Like Fort Wetherill.
I was thinking that too. Fort
same
Wetherill,
thing. We go to
Fort
Fort
Preble,
Preble,
yep.
over across the bay. Like, it's
Yep.
just funny.
Even the ones in New Bedford, like you were saying, they
Yeah.
all have these kinds of railings.
Yeah, some government
weird.
contractor must have bid on all the jobs.
He was
but-
probably eating good after that.
Yeah, exactly. Fun day. I said a 6 stairway.
Oh, look at this view too. This view is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Trying to take in the sheer size. This is hard on the camera. You know?
Yeah, I know. I feel like sometimes when I'm filming these spots, it just really doesn't do it justice, you know?
No, it's huge here. Huge. And just the lines and everything. The
Oh, I
architecture
know.
is just
So cool.
crazy.
You want to head down here a bit, see what's
Oh,
going
yeah,
on?
yeah. See what's happening. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Because actually, this could be above
Yeah.
that, like,
Oh, that's
tunnel
true.
looking
That's
room.
true. Good point. Yeah,
So
that
watch our
huge
steps.
section. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Also, one thing I do want to mention to you guys, by the way, in the middle of filming, a tour group actually stopped by. So we're no longer alone. When we first started filming, we were the only ones here at Fort Gorges. Now there's a pretty big tour group. So we're gonna try to avoid them, just to give them some space. But that kind of goes with what I was saying earlier. This is a public spot. You need your own boat to get here. And a lot of people do come here to, you know, as tourists to see the history, which is really admirable. But you probably will find other people here if you come in the summer.
Yeah, it is nice that there's a tour group that
Yeah.
brings people out here, just if you're not willing to bring your own, you know.
But they're nothing on the J-Mass and Tom tour duo, right?
Yeah, we do that.
We're giving you guys expensible knowledge for free.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're gonna continue walking up these stairs because they go further up. I assume these go to the very top of Fort Gorges, not 100% sure though. And I was wrong, it's a dead end.
No, is it?
Yeah, it's a dead end, it doesn't go anywhere.
You're kidding.
Actually just ends.
Oh, what?
Actually, it looks like even someone was trying to tunnel right there.
Oh my God, funny.
That's so weird.
It seems odd considering the other,
Yeah.
the other enclosed stairway, you know, has 3 floors, so.
Well, we can try that other one that definitely was open.
Yeah, the outdoor one or the other side one.
So there was luckily another staircase, which I filmed, I believe, in the last clip. So I think we'll head up there instead. But yeah, that's weird. This one was just a dead end.
Crazy. Yeah, so weird. I don't know what the
I don't know why.
thinking is around that one.
And then I think this middle section right here probably just completely closed.
Huh. And
Strange.
I assume this is original. It seems kind of duplicate, you know, to have double stairways, right?
Yeah.
Deep from each other. But
I do think the staircase is original. I think the fence is probably like later, but
yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, very interesting.
So we're gonna head up these stairs right now.
I am surprised to not see more fencing.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Just considering how, you know.
I feel like in a way the thick vegetation kind of serves as a natural barricade.
fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna be like walking right there, for example.
No, that's a good point.
All the thick vegetation.
That's a very good point.
Super
Fun day.
cool.
It's a beautiful view.
I love it.
It's a good day to be here too.
Oh, we really did. Yeah, we're here on a Saturday in June and gorgeous out. Although I believe tomorrow's gonna be like pretty rainy.
Yeah. I like exploring during the winter, but it is nice to have all the vegetation, you know, and the.
No, I agree. I think the exploring in the winter is kind of slept on because you get like, you know, not everything's super thick.
No
You can see more. Yeah, that too.
Not many ticks.
That too. All right, so Tom and I are up above on the fort right now, and admittedly, it's actually pretty small up here. Not a lot to see. This is pretty much it.
Yeah,
This
crazy.
little section.
I would have thought there'd be a whole walkway.
That's what I thought. I thought you could go around the whole fort. I don't believe you can. It does look like there's another section over there we can go to, so we'll go to that shortly, but actually quite small up top, not gonna lie. Still really cool though. Again, gorgeous views. Check out all the thick foliage. You can see it's really coming in, surrounding the fort, which I sort of like that view, you know. It kind of gives it like an old growth perspective, kind of cool.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Then the other thing that was cool, we're looking out here at the Casco Bay. You got a lot of sailboats coming in. Looks like some sort of sailboat race, maybe, that's about to commence, or maybe like a boating class, not really sure. But tons of sailboats coming in, that's kind of cool. Huh. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, big race.
You want to head to that one next, see what's going on over there?
Sure, yeah, check it out the other side, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we'll go over there, head up top there, and it does look like there's some views of the Portland skyline, which should be pretty cool to see from above. So let's head there.
Awesome.
All right, we are back up above Fort Gorges again. This is the other side. So for reference, we were over there on that side. We are now in the opposite direction. And you can see this is the front end where we originally came in from. And then this is the middle parade ground right in the center. Now you can actually see better. That's where there was another building at one point, which is kind of cool. I think it was like a storage warehouse, something like that. Some more exterior shots. Pretty cool stuff.
Super cool. Yeah,
Pretty
there's more to see up here too.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Get in all these little.
And then these are the wooden bridges that you were talking about too.
Yeah, pretty nice.
That's
yeah.
cool.
I was gonna say, I guess they could have just left those out and avoided.
True,
people from going
yeah.
here, but it seems to be allowed.
Let's go this way first.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so definitely a lot more to see up here than the other section.
Whoa.
Oh, this really does go down.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Not expecting this.
Oh wow, look at that.
Jeez. Whoa.
Down here. Let's do it.
Thank God we're together. I would not be going down here by myself.
Oh, actually, there's not much here. It's a dead end. Yeah, it's a dead end.
All right.
Although there's a bit of a drop on this last step, just an FYI.
Yeah. I wonder what that's all about.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's a weird dead end right there.
Huh. That's crazy.
Strange. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is cool. Check this out. Oh, look at this. It's like a little pathway up here. You want to check that out really quick?
Sure. I don't understand these covered walkways. Like,
I know, it's so strange. What does this lead to?
Seems a little extra. Oh, what a view.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I want to show you guys this really quick. Check this out. This right over here, the city of Portland, Maine. So you got a pretty good view of the city of Portland, Maine, the Portland Harbor.
Then we got Bug Light.
Right, yeah, Bug Light.
What's that? The Breakwater, Portland Breakwater Light, I think.
So, yeah.
And then Portland headlight way in the distance.
Sure. You can see that Portland headlight. I actually filmed a video over there too, Fort Williams Park in Cape Elizabeth, Maine. I did film a video there last summer. That's kind of cool.
We got the Goddard Mansion. And a couple
lot of cool stuff there. Yeah,
it's a fun spot.
Battery Keys, that was the main one.
Oh yes,
Super cool. Crazy. Yeah, I think this is just like a scenic vista up here, but really cool, beautiful stuff.
Oh, cool view.
I love it.
Too, on the fort. Wow.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's where we just came in from for reference. That's super cool.
I can honestly say I've never seen this view from anyone's videos or anything.
Yeah, me neither. This is amazing.
Wild.
Super cool stuff. All right, heading back in. I think this is probably another one of these weird dead end rooms. Just take a peek really quick. Yeah, another dead end. I have no clue what this was though. Maybe storage?
Gosh,
ammunition, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
But that's weird.
Oh, it looks like we got some sort of mount up here.
Oh, interesting.
There is the cannon. Maybe the cannon's here to the right.
You're right. Yep.
Cool.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Epic.
This is it.
Oh my god.
So this is actually the cannon I mentioned earlier that's still left behind. This, I believe, is a 100-pounder Parrott rifle, which dates back to the Civil War.
Shoot, that is crazy. That's pretty rare.
That's really rare.
Wow.
So again, for reference, during the Spanish-American War, they scrapped all of the mounted guns. However, this is the only one, I believe, that they left behind. This 100-pounder Parrott rifle, which is a Civil War era weapon. Super cool that's left behind, that we can see it. I didn't know where it would be, but yeah, that's awesome. And you can even see some inscriptions on it. It says US right over there. That's so cool, dude.
Crazy.
Oh, that's the barrel right there. Might be kind of tough to see, but that is the barrel of the gun.
Wow. Yeah,
Some
no,
rare
cool,
rifle.
fine.
And this is, you think this is where it was staged?
I don't know. I wonder. Gosh.
Because this looks like some sort of turret mount.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe you can move it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
That's so cool, dude.
Glad they left this. And
me too.
especially considering the other side, you know, they obviously didn't show us this, if there was one over there.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
You want to take a little peek in here?
Yeah, I guess
Looks
so.
kind
It's
of
a little mysterious, but we'll check it out.
I'll sneak a peek in here really quick. All right, we're gonna head down into the dark depths.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really cool in here, dude.
All right, cool. I'll be right there.
The temperature dropped like 20 degrees. Yeah, this is a really, actually quite chilly room. It's pretty, I mean, it's a hot summer day right now, but the temperature dropped like 20 degrees in here. Yeah, do you feel that, dude?
Wow, yeah, crazy.
It's like, come in this room, it's so cool.
Wow. That's a hot summer day.
I know, yeah, I love it.
Where the hell are you? I gotta turn on my light. Jeez.
I can't tell what this was, probably another storage room or ammunition bunker, I'm not really sure, but
yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, crazy.
Interesting stuff.
Very.
All right, I think this is the last section underground. Yeah, I got another one of these dead end rooms.
Crazy.
But I believe this is the last section that we can kind of go in, I think.
Yeah, unless we can get out that little hole, but
I know, yeah. I don't even know what would be up there. Oh no, it's a dead end up here.
Dead end.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so overgrown that even if we could,
I know.
there's nothing really to.
You'd probably have to come back in like the fall or the winter
yeah,
to get a full scope of like what's up top.
Yeah. I can't imagine. Actually, yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah.
You want to be safe here too.
Exactly.
That's a big drop.
Yeah, you fall down.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it for up top, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think we saw everything up top in Fort Gorges.
And then we'll check out the breakwater. Or...
For sure. I definitely want to show you guys the exterior a little bit more because there were some spots, like I think there were some old docks that we missed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. So I definitely want to see that. But really cool. Fort Gorges, absolutely amazing. One of the coolest abandoned forts I've ever seen. Okay guys, I believe this is the last structure or portion of the fort that we'll be heading into. I think we've pretty much explored everything inside the fort itself. So this is actually the last portion that we'll be checking out. This is basically a mirror of the very first section we went in. Again, I believe it's the officers' quarters. So let's peek inside, see what we got going on. Yeah, very, very similar. Although I will say, damn, look at this. A lot of the floorboards are actually left intact. I don't recall that being the case at the other one. Huh.
Oh man.
Yeah,
you
look.
See this like
Look at these floorboards. There's like more of them intact too. Super cool.
Whoa, yeah, really different. I'm
And
surprised.
this is interesting because these inscriptions, like not as many, but they're more like legible.
Yeah, looks like it was painted over recently.
Yeah, actually does. That's true.
Look at, I mean, we got like some like crown molding up there.
Oh yeah.
And then did you see over in the first
Oh, you have to show me.
section?
Show
oh my
me.
god, like this is, I don't know what. I mean, look at that detail.
Oh yeah, wow.
It looks like maybe this is where like the VIPs lived, because
that's
like,
sick.
That's very...
Yeah, that's like, compared to like what we've seen, that's actually really good condition.
Oh my god, we got like a spiral staircase that used to go down here. What the?
This might be like
the way different.
Yeah, this might be the actual officers' quarters.
Wow, this probably was pretty
Like, this is
nice.
probably where the higher ups lived.
Jeez, you should have brought a ladder.
I know, right?
I think you actually, I think you could make it if you were so inclined, but
that's so cool.
I consider it. Wow.
That's really cool.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another fireplace right here too. That's so cool.
Super cool. I'm glad I found this.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree. That is cool. This is definitely one of the most intricate, ornate sections of the fort.
Yeah, ornate, that's a good word.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
A little dead end right here. Let's peer in this room. Yeah, I got another abandoned room right here. This is really cool. Very similar to the first section, like I said, but this is definitely a lot more ornate and decorated. I definitely think higher ups were in here, or at least, you know, things of value. Pretty interesting. Another dead end. A lot of dead ends I've noticed. This place is like jam-packed with dead ends and hallways and rooms that don't lead anywhere, which I assume a lot of them are just for storage, probably. Super cool stuff, dude.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, awesome.
Crazy.
Do you think there's any way to get up there? Or
I think I might give it a look.
Yeah.
Just
I can't tell.
see. I can't really tell, but I imagine I could probably, just with my height, maybe get a camera up there. So I'll give it a look. On me. Yeah, I'll give it a look, just to see.
I think what we'll do is, Tom and I are going to see if we can get up there. Worst case, you know, we'll just continue on filming with other stuff, but I will start the video up again if we're able to get up here and see what's going on.
Yeah, cool.
Give it a try.
Yeah, why not?
All right, I did just want to give you guys one final view of the little courtyard area right here. Tom and I are actually going to be heading out to the exterior in a second, but I did just want to show you guys one more time this little middle part of Fort Gorges, because honestly, this is my favorite part. I loved exploring the interior of the fort, but it's really cool too to just see this fort, you know, fully in its entirety from the middle. Super cool. I do just want to show you one more time too, this placard right here. I found this really fascinating. So again, this is where we currently are. We're standing on this foundation of the storehouse. That's this thing. This is a foundation. There was once a building right here. We came out from the Sally Port. So, okay, so I see. So that room with the spiral staircase, that was the officers' apartments. That's where we were. And then the very first section was storerooms, bakery, and privies. And then all of these were gun casemates. You know, all this section were gun casemates. And what else we got? The Great Magazine. That might be that big room that Tom and I saw earlier. Powder magazines. Interesting stuff, yeah. So that was the layout of Fort Gorges. Super cool stuff. Oh, this is cool. They got some data here. 500 men required to man guns. Huh. Really cool stuff. So yeah, this was Fort Gorges. Again, I do just want to show you one more time this central courtyard view. I absolutely love it. And I say this like fully in earnest. I do think this is one of the coolest abandoned forts I've ever been to. I've been to quite a bit on this channel, honestly, but this probably is one of my favorites now. I absolutely loved getting over here. It's a fun kayak ride. You get to see quite a bit. But yeah, I did just want to show you this one more time. I am going to show you some more footage on the exterior of the fort. I just want to show you guys off that, see what it looks like. But this is so sick. I love it. All right, guys, so before we end off, I do just want to show you some final views of Fort Gorges from the exterior, because honestly, it looks pretty cool from outside as well. This is the fort again. You can see it's basically an island of its own. This is located on Hog Island Ledge. And I think we mentioned this earlier. Obviously, this is situated on a pre-existing island, but you can even see like out there, it looks like they built into the water. So curious how much of this island is natural and how much of it's artificial. But yeah, pretty cool. And then this section right here is interesting. This is like this huge granite, like dry dock almost. I don't know, what do you think this was?
Yeah, a dry dock, a breakwater, I can't tell. I mean,
I would
assume some sort of dry dock though, for sure. I mean, probably unloading and loading.
Probably, yeah. Like, I mean, you have to keep in mind at one point, they had hundreds of men stationed here. Yeah. So they probably had to have a pretty sizable dock for boats. And I think that's probably what this was. But This thing is also made out of granite. You can see there's huge granite blocks everywhere. You can actually see the indents where they were mined and quarried, which is kind of cool.
I'm a little confused, you know, how these huge pieces like got here. You know, like, I understand that wall maybe fell down over there, but like,
usually what they do is, so like at the quarry, they put like big, I don't know if they're nails or screws, but that's what these are.
Oh yeah.
They put the nails in, they chop the blocks, then they load them on trains. Usually to like seaports, and then they can ship them out.
After this was abandoned, like, I assume this used to be all flat.
Probably. That is, that is true, actually.
You know,
I don't know.
like, how does this get here? But I don't know. You know, maybe they moved that cannon up there too. You know?
Good point.
So who knows? But crazy.
Yeah, so this is the exterior. This is the seemingly abandoned dock, and then I think the last thing is this huge flag. I think it's a flagpole. Yeah, that is a flagpole right there, kind of at the very end.
Looks like it is lit, but no flag.
Yeah.
So kind of interesting.
It's a flagpole minus the flag, so it's just a pole.
Abandoned flagpole.
Exactly.
Oh wow, something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here we're missing.
For sure.
I guess just something gay.
And then the beautiful Casco Bay right here.
Yeah. Tempting today to jump right in.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so hot out. Kind of want to go swimming.
Oh, look at that size that tree. I mean, my God.
Oh yeah, shit.
Crazy.
Random
it's
tree.
like its own little diving board.
It's weird because there's no trees on this island. Well, I guess there's like a little one over there, but nothing major. So it's like, where's that coming from?
Yeah, crazy.
But yeah, I just want to give you guys this final view of Fort Gorges here on Hog Island Ledge. Pretty cool stuff, and I think that really about does it. So I hope you guys like this exploration, and pretty cool stuff. Hey, thank you guys for joining me. I've been J-Mass as always, and this has been another dope New England adventure. And today we checked out Fort Gorges, located on Hog Island Ledge in the middle of the Casco Bay, here in the city of Portland, Maine. And I gotta say, I absolutely loved it. This place has been on Tom and I's radar for quite a while now. I've always wanted to come here, and I'm glad I finally did. You know, we kayaked from Bug Light Park in South Portland. Not too bad of a kayak ride, about 40 minutes. We arrived here and had a great time exploring. I absolutely loved it. You know, I've explored a lot of different batteries and forts on this channel, but I gotta say, this is one of the best ones I've seen. Loved it. You know, as I mentioned earlier, Fort Gorges was first started in 1858, with construction officially ending in 1865 towards the end of the Civil War. Now, by that point, of course, with the advancements in modern explosives and warfare, basically became obsolete, wasn't really used a lot by the military. And by 1898, all of the gun mounts that were stationed here were actually scrapped during the Spanish-American War. Now, by that point, it was mostly used as a storage site. During World War II especially, it was used as a submarine line storage facility by the government. And by 1946, it was declared a surplus and then taken over in 1960 by the city of Portland. And today, it's basically a public park anyone can come to, as long as you have your own private vessel. You can come here, explore, walk around, go up the stairs, go in the rooms. I love how they give you free reign to explore as much as you can. And again, this place is really cool. One of the dopest abandoned forts I've ever been to. If you're ever in the Portland area, highly recommend checking this out. Just make sure you have a boat or you're a good swimmer. But, you know, once again, I'm joined by Tom from GoXplr. This is our third collaboration on the channel. Had a great time as always. And what did you think about Fort Gorges? What were your impressions of this place?
Yeah, I mean, this has always been towards the top of my list. I mean, when you search abandoned locations in Maine, I mean, Fort Gorges is definitely top up there. I usually just see drone photos of it also. So, you know, getting to see it up close, walk through the rooms. I mean, a lot to see. Well worth the adventure to get out here. And yeah, I definitely would recommend it. And to visit while it's still open, because we don't know what will happen here. You know, it could become a nice public park with like more boat access, or they could just close it.
Who
and
knows?
if they close it, you know, that's
then
no
this
good.
will basically serve as a historical documentation of that time. But we wanted to get out here as early as possible. And again, thank you, Tom, for joining me. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Definitely check out GoXplr. Really great resource for urban exploration and just traveling in New England in general. So definitely check out GoXplr. Appreciate you joining me.
Yeah.
As always, guys, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm always doing stuff like this. Or you can follow me on Instagram at JMassOfficial. That's at JMassOfficial. I also do want to give a shout out to Julie and Malcolm. He actually gave me a lot of the information I used during this video. He was a primary resource of mine when researching Fort Gorges. So shout out to Julie and Malcolm. I appreciate you giving me that information. And finally, I want to end off with some pretty awesome drone shots. As Tom kind of alluded to, most of what I know of Fort Gorges is from drone shots online. So I want to end off this video with some really nice drone shots to give you an idea of what the entire Fort Gorges Island looks like. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you later.